Hey guys, DJ Pacho, Big Guy Productions. Just want to close up this gig log. As you can see, I'm at home now. Everything's put away. First gig log, I made some mistakes. I'm going to relay them to you. I shouldn't have made most of these mistakes. The information's been out on the internet. Been looking at these videos from DJ tutors and other DJs for years, and I got lazy. So it was a success, no complaints, but you, when you're the DJ, you know when you mess up, and I messed up a couple times. Here I go. First, as you can tell, on the trip over there, didn't have my camcorder, so I had to use a little point and shoot digital camera that I have. It's a nice camera, but it's not a digital camera or camcorder. I didn't charge the batteries before I left. I ended up having to go with the other one. Just not prepared. Second, they had a special dance, and in order to play this special dance, they came up with CDs. They told me about the special dance yesterday, the last minute addition to the set. I said no problem. I thought they were just going to come up and tell me, hey, can you play Get Low, or can you play Cupid Shuffle? No, of course, it was a request for a song that I didn't have. I've got 25,000 songs, but it was a regional song and I didn't have it. So, of course, they asked me for my CDs to play CD, and I have a dual CD player. Of course, I've been doing this thing for almost 3 years now. I never used my CD player, so what did I do? I didn't hook it up. I didn't have the cord to use my second laptop as an auxiliary into my TTM 57, and I ended up ghetto rigging it, and sounded okay. It wasn't quality sound, but the music got across for the dancers to perform. But it's just something I should have caught. It was my fault. Next thing, it's been out there. I've seen you in your videos. I've seen other DJs. This is the one that really got me. How do you want to be introduced? John and Jenny Smith, or Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, or whatever. I didn't ask it. Last minute, I'm running around trying to find somebody from the wedding party. Finally got a hold of the best man. I asked him. He said just go with John and Jenny Smith. It wasn't John and Jenny Smith, but you get the point. Ask the question. Remember, when you're going to these meetings, be prepared. I was prepared. I just didn't ask the question. I omitted it. That's the one I should have asked. Next mistake, totally my fault. Nothing you could prepare for. I just goofed it up. There was a stepmom and a mom of the bride. We're doing the whole groom and mom dance, and then we go into the mothers that are going to dance with the groom, the mother-in-laws that are going to dance with the groom. And what did I do? I introduced the stepmother first instead of the biological mother. Now you're saying, well, what's wrong with that? Well, I know that the biological mother raised the bride. I knew just from the interaction with the family that I had that I should have introduced the biological mother first. As soon as I did it, I caught it. It was already out there. The words were through the mic, through the PA. I saw the look on the mom's face, and it was my fault. She didn't say anything. I went up to her later on. She was totally understanding. Her husband's a DJ for 25 years. She said, hey, it happens. But it shouldn't happen. It was her daughter's special day, and I wish I hadn't have done that. The next thing, as you can tell, it was a day wedding. I had my little one tree light set up there, my small setup, didn't have room for the big truss. And you couldn't see anything. Those lights, you know, there was too much sun coming in. It was a day wedding. 1 and 1 is 2, but I just never added 1 and 1 is 2. I could have saved my clients a little bit of money saying, hey, you know, it's a day wedding, you don't have to have the lights. I can knock off $25, $50, whatever you knock off. I could have done that. Experience. This is my first wedding in the daytime, and actually it was my first wedding. I don't know if you could tell. I've done numerous other dances, but that was my first wedding. Anyway, daytime wedding, you don't need lights. Maybe you can save your client some lights, some money on lights, and save you some work from having to put up those lights, which, you know, if you're a genius at setting up lights, it still takes time. But that said, one light, that Galaxian, is a great light. You could still see, for the most part, you could see the lights coming together, the reds and greens. It was a great light. Kids loved it. The owner of the facility came up and said, "Hey, that's a great light." And I talked to him before. He was the next DJ, got into the owning business, and now he has people coming through paying him to rent his hall. Anyway, he said that he had some odd years of experience, and he said that was a fantastic light. He was going to go buy a couple and light up that whole arena, that whole event center. Galaxian light, if you don't have it, get it. Stop messing around with these other lights. The Galaxian's great. There's a Galaxian 3D. I wish I would have waited 2 weeks. I didn't know about it. But anyway, the Galaxian is a great light. All right, last thing I want to talk about. As you can see, the gentleman that got married today, he was Hispanic. I'm Hispanic. Didn't find out he was Peruvian until earlier this week. All this time I've known him for about a better part of a year. I just assumed he was Mexican American like me. Maybe that he was from Texas or California, I don't know. But both being Mexican in San Antonio, I just assumed that he was a big Tejano fan. So I didn't find out until we sat down to sign the contracts. We signed the contracts late, friend of the family deal, you know. Anyway, another glitch. So I find out he's Peruvian. I find out that they're into merengue and salsa, bachata, fulanitos. I have all that stuff, a little bit, not much, but I don't know anything about it. Anyway, did a good job. He helped me out. He gave me 10-15 artists, 10-15 songs that he really loved. I got those played. I didn't run out. You know, it went over well. The people there, they loved the music. They were great. You know, I played the standards. I played the Suavementes. Yes, I know you're rolling your eyes, but I played it. It was a hit. They're not, you know, expert DJs, and they love the music just like, you know, we should love the music. Anyway, long story short, don't assume. Ask the questions. If you know something, do it. Don't be lazy, and you won't have these mistakes pop up. I'm gonna close like the other DJ tutors. I'm not a DJ tutor, obviously, and I'm gonna close what they're saying. Practice and enjoy. Thank you.